If you remember in my previous video on how I manifested my dream house here in Thailand, you'll remember that I actually said I'm going to give you a guided tour of the house. So in this video, I'm going to show you around the house and why it's such a dream to live in for me personally. I'm also going to show you what 50,000 baht a month can get you for your rent in Thailand, which is about 1,100. I'll show you the conversion on the screen because I have no idea, but it's over £1,000 per month. And I know what some people might be thinking, wow, £1,000 in Thailand, isn't that expensive? I thought Thailand was pretty cheap. Wait until you see not only the house, but the location and how much you get for your money. You would never, ever get this anywhere else in the world for this kind of price. So let me show you around the dream house that I manifested and why I absolutely love living here and why I love Thailand. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the temple that I live next door to. I'm going to give you a guided tour of the temple. So let's go and check out the house. I don't know about you, but one of the most important things for me is to be around nature and have a morning routine. I've got such a busy brain and we've got these uncomfortable feelings and the voices inside the head, well I have anyway. And so for me, the first thing I do is get out in nature, I go to the beach and I have a walk and it just clears my head. And that is probably the first thing that attracted me to this house. It was more about the location. It was more about where I am, the environment, the nature. And so that literally I come out of this gate here and I go straight into the beach and I just get down into my meditation, do 10,000 steps, and then I start my day in a positive way. But I know you are here for the guided tour, so let's spin it around. And I've literally got a white picketed fence. This is a motorbike that I've had to rent out because my blue bike is in the garage at the moment. And yeah, so we go through the gate here. And it's a very unique house because most of the other houses in Thailand are not like this. They're like terracotta roofs, kind of wooden. Some are made out of bamboo, but this is just white. This is the garden. This is where the chickens are. And another thing that I love about Thailand is the animals. So all the chickens just come and run in here. I don't eat any of their eggs. There's little baby chickens there, look. I don't eat any of the chickens, obviously, because I'm a vegan. So I let all the animals just run around in the house and do what they want. Before we go into the house, this is a little outside area. And I just sit here into this like little sanctuary. So normally this chair is just there. And I'll just sit there, have my breakfast, and I meditate. And I show you the view of when I'm meditating, when I'm eating my breakfast. And listen to the nature. Now I'm going to give you a guided tour of the downstairs area. So as you walk in, we've got two huge doors here and you walk straight in. And one of the best features of this house is that they've actually kept the big rock. They've painted over this natural rock. This is a natural rock. It's huge, look. And there's my chill out zone. And this is usually where I sit down. This is my zone. A couple of bean bags where I just chill out on a bean bag, read some books or play some music. My music zone where I can just chill out here. And if I'm honest, sometimes I just literally sit down and do nothing. I'm just, like, it's probably one of my favorite hobbies is doing nothing. I just sit down and just think about the universe. I think about life, think about the adventures that I want to take. I visualize. But this is just a chill out zone where I gather my thoughts or I just chill out. I never really work. I've got my laptop here today because I was watching something, but I never really do any work downstairs. I'll show you where I do my work in a moment. But downstairs for me is the chill out zone. And these are all my books. So I have hundreds of books. Books on different topics from this book here, The Millionaire Master Plan, How to Become a Millionaire, to Thich Nhat Hanh, How to Eat. And what he's talking about is how to eat mindfully. This is a great book. If you've never read this one, The Mountain is You. Highly recommend that. It's basically saying that you're self-sabotaging. And then I've got lots of books that I love reading about leadership, mainly books about meditation and being a Buddha, Bodhi. This is a good one. Listen to Yourself by a monk. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. Oh, wow. And this book here, The Choice, Even in Hell, Hope Can Flower by Edith Eger. I hope I pronounced your name right, love. Like, on a serious note, I think I cried 2 or 3 times reading this book. It's about a young girl that gets sent to the concentration camp. It's just, it talks about the horrendous behaviors that human beings can do during the war, but then it also talks about the hope and the positivity and how she reframes it at the end. But she's still alive today. She's got an Instagram account, and I messaged them and I just said thank you so much. She also created her own style of therapy and healing. But yeah, this book is so inspiring. I don't know about you, but my favorite books are people's life stories. You know, when people go on crazy adventures, but they come out and they succeed at the end. Or personal development books that teach me how to love myself more, how to become a millionaire, how to be healthier, how to think in positive ways, or how to get out of my self-sabotaging habits and patterns and be more motivational. Like, I absolutely love books. And if you're interested in joining Brett's book club, we do a book club on my weekly coaching program. There's a link below. It might not be released just yet, but you can sign up to the waiting list and you can join our Bodhi community, which is all about helping people reach their full potential and get out of those self-sabotaging habits. And one of the main things that I encourage everybody to do is read a book every month. And so I give you the book suggestion, we read it together, and then we talk about it and discuss it. So yeah, just click the link below and you'll find the membership area there. But I just want to show you something. This is something that a friend created for me, which again, Annette, if you're ever watching my vlogs, I love you so much. Thank you so much. So my friend Annette painted this for me. I know you know that's the Buddha's head. The Buddha was a teacher 2,500 years ago that taught a concept called Buddhism, but it's actually also the logo and my tattoo of my business, the meditation business, Bodhi, where we help people reach high levels of consciousness. In other words, get out of negativity and into positivity. And she painted that for my birthday. And even with this circle, like, it's so beautiful. And so I hang that up there. It's right there in the front room. So thank you, Annette. You're amazing. I love you. So let me take you into the kitchen area. And I feel so blessed to have my own space where I can prepare my own food, make my own bits. I'll spin the camera around. And the first thing that you see is that we've got this eating area. So we've got, like, you know, half a dozen chairs just there. And this is where I have my breakfast and my fruit. One thing that I do when I'm eating my food, I turn off my phone, I turn off all the music, and I just eat in peace. Silence. This is the fridge. So yeah, lots of fruit, lots of vegan food, lots of healthy, like tempeh, kidney beans, rice cakes, lemon and lime. One of my favourite things about living in Thailand is you can literally get the green, Thai green curry paste and the red curry paste or masamam curry paste. And you can buy that, that's like 20, 30 baht. And this is the kitchen area. So the main things that I use is the smoothie maker and then the, fuck, I forgot what the name is. What's this called? Not a hydrator. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of it. What is the name of this? I forgot what the name of it's called. Basically, you put the food in there and it cooks it. I've got a popcorn machine, so I've got a popcorn machine. I'll show you why I've got a popcorn machine in a minute. And there's a couple of hobs here. And here's all my healthy vegan food. Spirulina pasta, brown whole grain rice pasta, gluten-free. This, believe it or not, is how you make a Burmese salad. Here's all my spices in the kitchen. As I'm a vegan, I get an extra protein by just putting some pea protein in. Oh, I found these the other day. Insane. Crunchy, spicy tempeh. Oh, it's so addictive and lovely. Some cacao powder, oats, and again, lots of lentils, normally some quinoa, some more beans. So that's a kitchen area. And if I'm honest, like, I've spent years living in Thailand and it's so cheap to eat out, even in the really healthy vegan restaurants. I normally eat out. If you ever want me to make a vlog or a video about all the restaurants, my favourite vegan or healthy restaurants that I eat in Koh Phangan, Thailand, put a comment in the box below. Just say, yes, Brett, I'd love to see the restaurants where you eat. And I'll just drive around all day and just eat and make a video about it. But I want to show you my favourite bit downstairs, all right? So I don't know about you, but I absolutely love movies. I don't really like scrolling. I don't have a Netflix account. I don't like scrolling and just watching mindless crap. But I do love movies. And I love the structure of movies. I love storytelling and the character development. I love the hero's journey. And ever since I've been living by myself, I've always wanted to have like this huge cinema room. I've got this vision in my head. So when I build my house, I'm going to have this massive cinema room so my friends can come around. We can get popcorn. It's like being at the cinema. Because a fun fact about Koh Phangan, Thailand, there's no cinemas here. So if I want to go to the cinema, I have to get on a boat, go to Koh Samui, and there's a huge like IMAX or something. But that's like a whole day trip. It's an adventure and I love it. And I thought to myself, well, why don't you just make a cinema room at the house that you're currently in? So that's what I decided to do with all of this empty space. So because I've never used the back of this room, it was sitting there. Like, we never had this chair here. I literally got all this comfy stuff. I put all these cushions here. You know, we put all of this stuff up here. Here's a painting that I painted of the Buddha. And so I just thought to myself, why not buy a huge TV? I think it's about 75 inches or 80 inches TV. And it's not about the size, but it's a big TV. And I've got a surround sound system with it. And so we can just watch movies in Brett's makeshift cinema room. So every now and then, just sit down here, plot up, bosh, movie. I reckon a really good movie would be called From Dealing to Healing by Brett Moran. So watch this space. Here's one of my roommates. This is one of my flatmates. Hello. Hello, Whitey. So I'm going to show you my favourite room at the end of this video. So make sure you watch the video until the end so you get to see my favourite room and the view because it's incredible. And as usual, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up or subscribe or do me a huge favour because I'm trying to get my watch time up as much as I can. Share it with your friends or just play the video again and again so I can really get my watch time up. It would really mean a lot to me. Don't tell YouTube I just said that because it's kind of hacking the algorithm. But right now, we're going to go upstairs. I'm going to show you another part of the room. I'll show you my bedroom. I'll show you the bathroom and the spare room where the cat's room, and then I'm going to show you my favourite room of the house. So one cheeky thing that I like to do is I literally climb through the windows instead of going round through the doors. Through the window! And I don't know where that came from, it was my little song. A bathroom or a little shower down here. So if you come in from the beach and you just you want to get all the sand off your feet, you've been surfing or you've been wakeboarding, whatever you do, you can come in here and you can have a quick shower. Saves getting sand in the house, which leads me on to one of my favourite toys, which is this wakeboard. Not wakeboard, it is called an e-foil. So I don't know if you've seen me fly it around on Instagram. It is literally an electric surfboard and it's incredible. And we got these little steps. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do before we go into the bedrooms. I'm actually going to show you the view. So you come here onto this balcony, look. And again, for me, it's not so much about the house. It's just always about the environment. Like, I just love living in environments where I can just be creative, where it's calm and peaceful, where I can meditate, or I can just see so much abundance. Abundance isn't just about wealth or money. It's just like, look at all of these leaves and these trees in the mountains, and like you could never even count the leaves just on that tree. It's just millions of everything. Abundance means that there's plenty of everything. I just love waking up and just going like, wow. Just reminding myself that I'm alive. This is a miracle. And I think your environment plays a massive part in that. And don't get me wrong, I've lived in some environments where I've woken up thinking, holy shit, what have I done? From like prison cells to my mum's spare bedroom, sleeping on a plastic mattress. I've slept in cars sometimes when I've been kicked out of my girlfriend's house because I had nowhere to live. And now I just, my goal, my vision in my life is to live in beautiful homes and just wake up and say, thank you, universe, thank you, God. And fucking wow, I'm on a rock spinning in space in multiple universes and I just get to see all of this abundance. It blows me away, it gives me the goosebumps, but the reason why you're here is to see the house. So let me show you the spare bedroom and the bathroom, and then I'll show you my bedroom after. So this is the spare bedroom. So when I have guests or friends come around, they just stay here. But at the moment, as you can see, we've had to put this sheet over it because the cat's just full of hairs. The cats just stay here. The guests have a little TV, not as big as my one, but size doesn't matter. They get a nice little 30-inch TV. This is actually where I put all of my clothes in this walk-in wardrobe. This is a gift from one of my ex-girlfriends. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it? One of my ex-girlfriends. This is one of my favourite quotes, actually. It says, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. In other words, share your light, share your positivity with the world. So yeah, this is it. And even the guests, they wake up in their bedroom, and they just get to go outside and just go, wow. This is my favourite room. I'll show you that in a minute. And yeah, and the guests, they get like this ensuite bathroom. So a huge shower, which is amazing. Massive, massive shower. Huge mirror. Woo! I've got some more books. What's this one? The Rules of People. Blue Ocean Shift. That's about business. This is a good one. Leaderships. How leaders speak. I've always had this fear of public speaking, and I'd like to be on stage one day and really share a message. So I'm teaching myself right now how to be a speaker. And so this is the cat's room. So this is where the cats get fed. 1, 2, 3, 4 babies. And then I put mama's one over here just so they don't fight. And right now, believe it or not, the washing machine is broke. So I put all my laundry in with the laundry lady. I don't know if anybody knows how to fix a washing machine. I'll pay for your ticket to fly to Thailand and you can come over. And I won't, I'm only joking. I'm joking. So yeah, that room basically comes back to my favorite room, which is what I'm going to show you in a moment. And look at this tree. This is insane. And there's actually a pathway, like me and my mate Ronnie, we would go up here when Ronnie stayed, and there's a pathway. I'll take you up there one day. You go all the way up to the top, and there's this huge rock, and you overlook the whole of Thong Nai Pan Noi. It's incredible. But I'm going to make a little adventure video because there's a path that I've never been down, and I'm going to get lost and go on an adventure one day, and I'll show you that. But yeah, so from the bottom of my house, you can literally walk up this huge pathway and sit on this massive rock and just overlook the whole of Thong Nai Pan. It's beautiful. This is my bedroom. Here's some of my toys. This is the drone, a new drone that I've got. This is my spirit animal. Believe it or not, I'm an otter. And my mum got me this. Very, very lovely. This is a Ganesha, little dude that I pray to for good luck. And this is the bedroom. Yeah, so this is it. This is the main room. This is my notebook. This is my notepad. Honestly, if you're not journaling or just like taking notes and clearing your mind or setting your goals, like this is my 2025 notepad, and like the things come true. I showed you this book in the other vlog, The Miracle Power of Your Mind by Joseph Murphy. Incredible book. Hello, Bubby. Here's another one of the gang. Hello. There's another walk-in wardrobe for all of my clothes. Look at that. A little bit of a dappy shirt. Here's my first book. If you've never read my first book, Wake the Fuck Up. This is where it all started. In this book, I show people how to create a vision and to start following your dreams. And now, wow, that's crazy. Showing you this house right now shows that this stuff in this book works because I manifested this house. I literally attracted it. Oh, look at that hat. Not sure. Let me know what you think of the hat. Any good? And this is actually, believe it or not, this is a picture from my beautiful Israeli friends. Not an ex, but it's such a beautiful picture. He actually got AI, Chat GPT or something like that, to make this picture. And you'll notice it's the Buddha and the Buddha's girlfriend. But here's the thing. You'll notice when you come to Thailand, or if you're into like Buddhism, that the Buddha is always by himself. He's always sitting by himself. He's never with a girl or a wife. And so my friend asked ChatGPT to make a female and a male Buddha, and I love that. Because I don't know about you, but I think, you know, spirituality for me is so important. And the reason why I love the Buddha picture and the Buddha's wife is because when you see the Buddha normally, he's always by himself, he's alone, which is very important. If you want to grow spiritually and within yourself, you do need to be secluded sometimes, and you need like a silent retreat or to live by yourself for a year or to, you know, stop the relationships and repeating those toxic patterns so that you can discover who you are and what you value and what your morals are for you. And then when you raise your levels of consciousness, your vibration, you'll attract and meet the right person where you can create that life together, right? However, when you see the Buddha sometimes, he's always by himself. And I'm like, that's a bit lonely because life is about connection as well. It's about cuddling and the sex and the love and the making and all of that stuff. So I love that picture because it represents like you can meet your soulmate or your life partner and go to a high level of consciousness. In other words, grow and evolve spiritually with the right person. Found another one of the gang. They're all suffering because they was out. I don't know if I showed you in my last video. Oh, they was all out the night before. Got bang on the milk, didn't you? Huh? This one I call her because she's the only female out of the gang. And it was just easier to call her. But yeah, more books. Look at that, look. What a plug. Thailand book on beaches. This one, The Hero with 1,000 Faces. That's a great book. And let me show you this book, right? And I'm going to tell you why this book is so important. It's called Living Enlightenment by Yogi Nityananda. Now, I don't know about you. If I'm honest, I'm not really into this whole guru thing. Like, guru is a Sanskrit word for teacher, which in other words, like these Indian fellas, which look very happy and smiley, they're called gurus, which means that they're teachers. But I've always had this bit of hang up about the word guru, and I've always believed that I'm the best teacher for me and you're the best teacher for you, right? And so when I first saw this book with a big Indian fella smiling saying I'm the guru, I was so put off by it. And so I literally put that book on the bookshelf for about a year. It was actually given to me as a gift by some young guy at a fruit stall here in Koh Phangan. He really wanted to give me the book and I was like, I don't think I want it, mate. And anyway, he gave it to me. So I took the book. I'm a bit of a people pleaser. And I'm glad I did because it sat on my shelf for about a year and I was put off just by this Indian dude just saying I'm a guru and this is how you become enlightened. And then long story short, one day I just decided to pick the book up and I didn't put it down. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. It transformed my entire life. And you should see the state. Look at this. Look, the front cover has fallen off the book. There's like pages of missing out of it. I lent it to a friend, her dog ate it. So there's notes everywhere in this book. And the reason why is because it's like my Bible. Again, I'm not really into the whole guru. I don't believe in a religion. I just believe life is pretty common sense. There must be a higher power, but I try not to label it, and I just try to live my life with kindness and happiness and gratitude every day. But I read this book, and it talks about like overcoming the fear of death, what real true love is all about, the purpose of life, what spirituality truly means, and it's blown me away. Like, I get goosebumps thinking about this book, and I'm not exaggerating. I've probably read it about 20 or 30 times. If you ever get the opportunity, I would highly recommend it. It's called Living Enlightenment by this happy fella called Yogi Nityananda. No bullshit, right? As I'm making this video, I've honestly got the goosebumps because, again, this was just a vision in my mind of like living in a dream house, living in Thailand. And if I can do this, anyone can do it. Like, you can manifest miracles. So I'm going to show you why I love this house more than all of the rooms and the music and the books and everything that I've showed you. This is the ultimate dream come true for me. If you watched my first video, you will know that this is my office and this is where I write my books. I literally sit here in the morning for a good few hours. Sometimes I go to coffee shops, but most of the time I sit here and I type away and I put all my thoughts down, all the concepts and the ideas that I want to share in the books. The next book is Awaken Your Spirit, and I just get to look at that view. And actually, it just blows me away. I get pretty emotional just thinking about it. And again, if you watched the first video, I shared a story when I listened to a guy called Wayne Dyer, and he was talking about writing his books in Maui, overlooking the ocean. And I was like, wow, imagine that, Brett. And this is coming from a guy that was a drug dealer, a crack addict, living in his mum's spare bedroom on a plastic mattress. And I was like, but imagine that you could change your life and be an author. I've got no qualifications. I didn't finish school, got kicked out of school because I was naughty. I struggle reading and writing. Like, just the words get muddled up and mumbled around and jumbled around. But you don't have to be educated to write a bloody book. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world to turn on a camera and start making YouTube videos and inspiring people. What you need is a vision. What you need is belief. And so this room, this office, was a vision in my mind, because I wanted to be a writer, an author, to write positive books, to help people follow their dreams, and I wanted to do it in fucking paradise. And I brainwashed myself to say that you deserve that, you believe that. Even though there's fear, even though there's self-doubt, even though there's voices saying that you're not good enough, I was like, but I'm still gonna fucking go for it, because I've got the power within me, and so have you, and we can create what we want. And so this is literally the dream come true for me. And so this is where I write. These speakers are incredible, rocket speakers. If you're into your music production, you know how great they are. Charging the drone batteries right now, so this is my little charging area. Yeah, I've got another toilet in here, another shower, more books. There's just books everywhere. Actually, these are all my journals from over the years, my goals I wrote down. Electric skateboard. I've still got my young kid at heart. Like, I've always got toys wherever I am, got to have some toys. And if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll notice that about a year ago, I started doing a podcast. I was interviewing people from around the island and guests and friends, and we would just sit down literally here and we would do these podcasts. I literally had a vision in my head to create a podcast studio. This was a bedroom. Like, before this was my office, this was actually a bedroom. And I turned it into the podcast studio, and we put 2 chairs here. My mate Antonio came and we did all the videos. You can go and watch the podcast. They're somewhere on the YouTube channel. But yeah, and then I realized I didn't want to do the podcast anymore. I want to make videos like this and I want to travel around the world. But let me show you the podcast studio area. So this is the lights. These are the chairs. It's a bit messy right now, if I'm honest. I just need to put some new pictures up. So this is a picture of me putting my third eye on an elephant's third eye in the Elephant Samui Sanctuary. Believe it or not, I know I look too young, but this is my granddaughter. Adorable, adorable. Here's my mum. Here is one of my heroes, Elvis Presley. Jailhouse Rock, love that dude. This is me doing a photo shoot at a yoga retreat. There's Dolly again. So yeah, this is the podcast studio. Again, there's my mama. And I believe everybody's probably got one of these rooms or some space in their house where they just throw all their shit. And this is me. This is my cupboard. There's another, for some reason, there's a fridge in there. These are all my crystal bowls. Yeah, and if you're like a content creator or somebody that's got like camera equipment in Thailand, there's so much moisture, it gets so hot. So just like, this is basically a fridge for all of my camera equipment. And you can just set the temperatures here and you just put all your cameras, your drones, everything in there. Here's my dirt bike, motorbike crash helmet. I've got a few crash helmets, but for some reason I never bloody wear them. And this is a drum that I borrowed off a friend a long time ago. So fun. So this is the dream house that I manifested and my office, and this is what you can get for about 50,000 Thai baht a month, which is over £1,100 or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Go to the conversion rate because I have no idea. The reason why I was making this video to give you the guided tour of this house wasn't to show off or to say, wow, look at me, I live in Thailand, I've created my dream life. It was to say that the power of your imagination can create the reality that you want. This was a vision in my mind, and if a crack addict that was in and out of prison, living in his mum's spare bedroom on a plastic mattress that he had to blow up every single night because it kept getting deflated, can manifest his dreams here in Thailand, so can you. The trouble with most people is that they don't have a vision, so they've got no direction in life, and then they don't take action or take the risks and they don't commit to it. But life is waiting for you to step into your dreams and your power. Life is waiting for you to become the person that you dream about becoming. So whether you want to fall in love and start a family with your soulmate, or you want to become a multi-millionaire and just make a difference in the world, or maybe you want to write books overlooking the ocean and create YouTube videos, or you're looking for more freedom and adventure and you want to find your dream home in another country, if you create a vision in your mind, you take the actions to align with that vision, and then you take the risks and step into the unknown, you are going to manifest absolute miracles. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you the Buddhist temple that I live next door, because I've got no neighbors. I've literally got monks that are living next door to me, which is crazy because many years ago I'd have drug dealers. Now I've got monks living next door. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to get the watch time up so I can beat the algorithm and start reaching more people. And if you want to watch the next video, the guided tour of the temple, I show you the library and the cave and where we can meditate, you can click that video somewhere here. If it's not out yet, just give me a bit of time and it will be out soon. This is part 2 of 3 videos where you get to see how you can manifest your dream house in Thailand and live next door to a Buddhist temple. Have an amazing day. I've got to take the kayak back. I'll see you soon.